Now more judging consultations.
We are not in a brand new code of points or rules mode, but there still are a lot of discrepancies, especially on the uneven bars. All of the skills, or many of the skills that are bringing in the big bonus points, have to be done directly in a handstand position, so it's always a little bit iffy whether or not the judge gives a extra tenth here or there.
We'll give you an example of a combination that will give her some bonus skills right up here. Full twisting giant in an L grip. There's her release skill. Most of these athletes on the uneven bars today in international competition will be doing at least 2 or even 3 release skills.
Great exercise so far. Big dismount. Full twisting double layout. Small step on the landing, but a very, very strong exercise here.
Viktoria Karpenko of the Ukraine expected to challenge the leaders. Did she with that performance? That's Viktoria Karpenko of the Ukraine. She has the highest score so far on the uneven bars, 9.675.
Got other athletes going up that their maximum score could be a 9.5. Blank can fall and still beat them.
Now the wild card, Viktoria Karpenko of the Ukraine. She's a bit of a wild card in that she's expected to do well, but Elfie, her injuries the past few years have prevented anyone from seeing her at her best.
Well, she missed out on the 96 Olympic team because she had a hamstring injury. She missed out on the 97 World Championships. She had 2 broken fingers. And as we said before, she's just been plagued by injuries, so nobody's really seen her. They don't really know what she's capable of doing. Well, here's what she's capable of doing, folks. She comes from a very strong tradition of very strong Ukrainian greats. Remember, the last 2 Olympic champions in 92 and 96 were both Ukrainian, Tatiana Gutsu and Lilia Pakapayeva.
She's 16, and the best thing about her, says her coach, is that she's got a good head, quote unquote.
Well, not only that, Al, she's got incredible skills. There is such beauty and quality in her dance elements on beam, and that's the perfect blend what the judges are looking for. This combination right here, oops, a little bit offside. Supposed to connect a little bit better into that jump.
You know, as a coach, you always try to stay so positive. I was speaking with her before the competition, and at first it was like, well, it's okay, it's part of the sport, you know. The day before we're supposed to leave for Worlds, she breaks her fingers. It's kind of no big deal. And after a while, she's just like, gosh, it's so frustrating. We feel like we just never seem to get our shot because we never get to show the people how great she is.
Well, she's certainly come into the limelight. Just the dismount left in this routine, and she's put in a wonderful beam set.
Oh, full twisting. Oh. Very difficult dismount. Big time gymnastics there.
And Kristen Maloney has to view that as a bit of a chance for her. She will come late. A bad Fort Worth experience. Now let's go back to the women's story. Viktoria Karpenko awaiting her score.
You know, I have to give her credit. She upgraded that dismount. I know she had some problems with it, but I'm telling you, she upgraded her dismount from the other night in competition. She's got a lot of skills.
All right, her start value was a 9.6. That's the highest she could have gotten. So with all the 1998 American Cup, the final performance on floor exercise in the women's competition, Viktoria Karpenko of the Ukraine, is coming up when we come back to Fort Worth, Texas. Things can change here. Viktoria Karpenko of the Ukraine. Elfie, what do we have to look forward to in this floor exercise?
Well, to put it in perspective, the other day in competition, she was one of 2 athletes who had a start value of 10.0, so she has a high difficulty valued routine. She was first in the prelims in this event, so if she hits, she wins.
She needs a 9.351 to win. Meng Fei of China has been showing us that happy face throughout the entire American Cup, and she has guaranteed herself a top 3 finish as well. She sits in first place right now ahead of Kristen Maloney. What Vanessa Atler would have to hope for to finish in the top 3 is for Karpenko to fail like she hasn't failed here yet in Fort Worth.
And she has not held back whatsoever. She has some high caliber tumbling passes. Pay attention to the opening tumbling pass. This will be the test. Very difficult.
Coach says she's got great strength, coordination, speed, a tremendous head for the sport of gymnastics. She said we just need to stay healthy, and we're going to get there. We're going to be a champ.
Doesn't get better than that. Lots of bonus points in this tumbling pass right here. She is following in the great Ukrainian tradition. Two great Olympic champions in 1992. It was Tatiana Gutsu, who competed for the unified team back then. 1996, Lilia Pakapayeva could very well be Viktoria Karpenko in 2000. Awesome.
What would be the first ever Ukrainian woman to win an American Cup. In fact, you have to go back to 1979 to find someone other than the French woman Elvire Tezo last year who won. There was a 17-year run where an American, and it's a great list of Americans, had won the American Cup.
No question about it. If this young lady can keep her body together, she is a definite contender. She is world-class material, I'll tell you. Every aspect of her gymnastics, fantastic.
16 years old. She joins the list that Carrie Strug, Christy Powell, Dominique Dawes, Shannon Miller, Kim Zmeskal, Christy Phillips, Mary Lou Retton, Julianne McNamara, Tracy Talavera, all those. It's a great list, an outstanding list in women's gymnastics. It's in the 1998 Visa American Cup, and you're looking at the first ever woman from the Ukraine, at least as it's now known.
Let's go to staging, please, for the awards.
As Karpenko has clinched what has to be her greatest day, Elfie.
This was fantastic. She was cool as a cucumber. This woman, I watched her on floor before in the warm-ups. She fell a couple of times, but it was like, no big deal. I'll hit it in the competition. She has got incredible focus and mindset.
All the injuries are healed. The foot is better, the fingers, and when a gymnast injures their hands, I mean, that's a major thing. Krista